Hello everyone, my name is Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Path, where we are continuing on in the 5th case of the game, the Grand Turnabout, beginning part 2, and we're almost done with this section, I think. Whew, it's a long one though, really long. But it's juicy right now, really juicy, because finally, Sebastian is standing up against his evil father and I'm super proud of him. Wrong. You're wrong, Pops.
Sebastian, what are you talking about?
You're the one who stinks, Pops. It's you, not me.
What?
Yeah, get him. You haven't noticed, have you? You smell, Pops. So much that you can't even hide it. Mr. Edgeworth, try smelling the handprint on the newspaper. The smell? It smells like oil. I know something that smells just like it. Come to think of it, back then. It smells like motor oil. Maintaining that motorcycle must be Blaze's hobby. Yeah. And we about to make him go up in flames. That's right, the smell proves it. It proves that the culprit who hid the evidence was... It's no good. I guess I can't become the best after all. I'm too soft. I can never be so heartless. Aww, Sebastian. I just can't bring down my father with my own hands. Prosecute the best. Summon your courage. Become a different prosecutor from your father. Wasn't that what you decided? Be your prosecutors, and as prosecutors we stand in the courtroom. In that case, isn't it our duty to shed light on the truth? Exposing crimes and bringing criminals to justice, even if the criminal is your own father. That is your duty as a prosecutor. Didn't I promise you that if you have the courage to stand up, I will show you the way. And if you cannot do it alone, we shall do it together. Oh, such a good mentor father figure you are. That's super adorable. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Allow me to present the evidence that connects this handprint with my father. Oh, technically we're playing as him right now, aren't we? Well, it's this, isn't it? Oh, Edgeworth said it, but still. This is the smell of motor oil, the kind used for maintaining motorcycles. Both myself and Mr. Edgeworth have smelled this exact same smell before. Blaze the best. It was in your garage. Wouldn't you say these fingerprints have a rather peculiar shape? About time you brought it up. The 5 letters that spell out death is exactly the same as your own gloves.
You can buy gloves like that from anywhere. Doesn't prove a thing.
That's so stupid. Is that really the case? That's not the only thing that these 2 pieces of evidence have in common. The fingerprint on the newspaper that was used to wrap up the bell. Ah, right. And Blaze's mechanics gloves. This is the unmistakable similarity they both share. I mean, clearly you've worn these gloves a lot, so look at something that not just any glove would have the same issue, right? If you examine the imprint left by the letter A, you see it unmistakably from this glove.
What?
Oh, almost happened again. And that's not all. There is one more item we must take note of, namely these dirt stains. I suggest we do a comparative analysis of the dirt stains from the newspaper and the gloves. If the contents match up, then it will prove to be decisive evidence. Bailiff, please have these dirt samples sent to forensics for analysis immediately.
Edgeworth! Sebastian! Lowly prosecutors, do you have any idea who I am?
You're the devil. Pops, you can't run away anymore. It's been proven in court that you concealed the evidence, and that you tried to cover for the defendant.
You're saying that I'm guilty? That I'll be sent to prison? Me? Blaze to best? Couple of snot-nosed punks are gonna make me disappear? There must be some mistake.
Be a man and admit your crimes.
Objection!
Do you really think you can survive if I'm not around?
I'll be fine now. Although, I don't know. Like, at least in America. I don't know. I can't remember if a 17-year-old can live on their own. Technically, they have to get, like, emancipated, I think. But this is Japanifornia. So I'm not even sure legally if he's considered an adult. So maybe he can be on his own now. And he has a job, which is still weird to me. Whatever. But if he has a job and can afford to pay the mortgage, and with his dad in prison, and who I think his mom's dead, I don't know, then maybe he'll be okay. If I were him, I would move out, though. I wouldn't want to stay in that house, even if it might be cheaper. But I'd be like, no thanks. Don't want anything connected to my evil father. I thought I wanted to become the best prosecutor so I could get your approval, Pops. But when I was kidnapped by your men and stuck in that dark room, I started thinking, I am truly powerless. I despaired and averted my eyes from the truth, but Mr. Edgeworth showed you the light, right? At that moment, Mr. Edgeworth stepped in and showed me the way. And now, I'm no longer just a child chasing after his father's approval. I've become capable. I can find evidence all on my own now.
My men kidnapped you. Why were you...
Pops, I'll show you the truth you never knew. Through this trial.
Sebastian! How dare you speak to me like that? You should have just stayed as an idiot's son.
You may have hated me to the very end, Pops. But I've always looked up to you. Thank you for everything up until now. And goodbye. Aw, you poor thing. Good for you, but it's also sad.
You, since when did you... All you've ever been able to do is depend on me! Sebastian!
He's a freaking control freak. It has been established that the evidence was concealed by Blaise de Best himself. A judgment regarding his concealment of evidence shall be delivered at a separate trial. The missing chisel and knife still have yet to be found. However, once a search of the waste disposal site is underway, they will surely be discovered. Oh, you're screwed now.
The knife will be found. What will happen to me if it's found?
Huh. No need to worry. You'll simply receive the punishment you deserve for your crime.
Punishment? For me? Blaise, what in the world are you doing? You! After all your boasting about being able to create your own truths and not guilty verdicts. That's why I contacted you immediately after the prison incident in the first place. And to make matters worse, you even kidnapped the wrong kid. I just can't believe this.
Wow, you and you're running your mouth, making things worse for yourself.
You really, really, really are. completely useless.
That was certainly a violent outburst, but you heard her, Prosecutor the Best. Yeah, she got flustered and said a bunch of important stuff. Right? Indeed, that's correct. He still doesn't seem very sure of himself. Very well. And with that, this court is adjourned. Oh, Lang!
What?
Huh? Who are you? Sexy man, but we're kind of busy? Oh shoot.
He's like, did you forget about the other half of this case?
It's like, damn, this case is huge.
Judge Courtney, it's still too early for a happy ending. Ling Zi says the end of the trial is not always the end of the case.
And who might you be?
The name's Shilong Lang. I'm just a humble lone investigator.
Do you have some objection with this trial?
Huh, not a chance. The defendant there has a heart as black as a moonless night. Lang, don't tell me you're the one from 12 years ago.
Oh?
You got it. Ain't this nice? Now you're finally going to prison where you belong. 12 years is a long time coming for a suspended sentence. Don't you agree?
Agent Lang, what are you talking about?
The SS5 incident from 12 years ago. It's a case I'll never forget.
Ah, there's the incident name. Here we go. 12 years ago. Yes, it's been mentioned a couple times.
Back then, he and my father were close friends and our clan protected the president's life. But then, he suddenly changed. It's as if he became an entirely different person. Nowadays, he doesn't even have a shred of faith in the police force of Zhengfa.
12 years ago. I wonder what went down then. Yeah, we're gonna find out, I'm sure. Might it have something to do with Lang's father and President Huang?
Patricia Rowland and you blazed the best. Back then, the two of you killed off the Lang clan.
Were you involved in the incident 12 years ago?
That's right, I was. However, I'm not here to chase after ghosts of the past. I'm here for you, Justine Courtney.
Me?
You and one other.
Oh, they just got here. Poor John. He's had a rough day, and I think it's gonna continue to be rough. Oh boy. John!
Miss Courtney, you're coming along too. As a suspect in the murder of the president of Zhengfa, Dijun Huang.
Agent Lang, what evidence do you...
Settle down, Mr. Prosecutor. The investigation has only just begun. We're going to inspect the crime scene with the suspects in attendance.
Agent Lang, did he get his hands on some new pieces of evidence?
If you have any objections, then you can tag along as well.
I should do just that. The end of the trial is not always the end of the case. There are still many mysteries yet unsolved surrounding the murder of the president. Namely, the true nature of the giant monster and... Come and get me! If you can. The true identity of the person on the other end of the phone. Oh, to be continued, right? Yeah. Took a long time to get to that one. Phew! Now I would love to leave this right here, but it's too short, so we gotta keep going a little. Oh, another group here. April 6th, 2:52 p.m. outside Grand Tower Temporary Film Lot.
Oh, could you please give it a rest already?
The heck? I'm telling y'all, it's best for y'all's sake to come clean. Ugh, go away, Lotta. The staff has their lips sealed shut as the reporters continue their tenacious negotiations.
If you're not here to cooperate with the investigation, I must ask you to vacate the premises.
Put a sock in it, copper. Y'all couldn't even stop Mozilla's invasion. Not only did they secretly raise a giant monster, but now the staff's trying to cover it up. Like I said, we haven't been raising any monsters here at the film lot. But ain't you saying you done saw Gordy yourself? Sure, I saw it, but it's not like we were keeping it at the film lot. It always goes back to Gordy. Gordy's the true heart of this series. I hope they bring him back. I mean, they waited a while before they brought this whole thing back, actually. Because it was the first game, and now it's this one. It's like, if they have another future game, I hope they mention it again. Just to bring more trauma to poor Edgeworth. No, but every time we bring up Gordy, then Lotta comes too. It's like, no, we don't want Lotta.
Mind if we butt in?
Yeah, I thought so.
Love it.
Mr. Edgeworth.
And John.
Oh, y'all come here to search for the monster too?
We're searching for a criminal, not a monster. Lingzi says. The darkness inside a criminal's heart can be likened to a monster. Well, when it comes to killing people, criminals aren't much different from monsters. Agent Lang, this is a problem. I can't let outsiders enter the crime scene. These are all key figures in the case. I'd like them to be here when the investigation resumes.
Agent Lang, regarding what you said about resuming the investigation, where do you intend to start?
We'll start by reviewing the case, because it's been a while and you've been distracted, so, yeah, makes sense to me. Today, the body of President Huang was found here at the film lot. The president's whereabouts from 2 nights ago are still unknown.
It seems he snuck out from under the eyes of his bodyguards and ventured outside.
And that night was the last time he was seen alive. It was when he met with you, Judge Courtney, on the roof of the Grand Tower.
Uh-oh.
Wait, how'd you get another milk? So, why did you meet with the president?
That I cannot say. You can't tell us, even under suspicion of murder. Can't say. Why not? Miss Courtney, if you don't say anything, you'll only be more suspicious.
Huh. She must have a reason to clam up. I think you're somehow involved in the president's assassination.
The president's body was only discovered today. That still leaves a blank of 1 whole day after Judge Courtney met with him, unaccounted for.
Don't be so impatient. We're gonna fill in that blank right here, right now. The evening on that blank day in question is what's important. What happened here last night? So, why don't you tell us, John Marsh?
Uh-oh.
Me? We know you were here last night.
What? John was here?
Between that little missy's testimony and the footprints we found, we can easily prove it.
John, you were rehearsing here last night, right?
You were spying on me?
I'm sorry. I just came to check up on things. You really shouldn't be staying up so late, you know.
Mind your own business. Ooh, oh, that's different for him.
John Marsh, that young lady was worried about you. You will not speak to her like that.
Yeah, finally, somebody defending Putty. And somebody telling him off. That's her job as his mother. But, like, seriously, he's a little brat. Sorry.
How many times have I told you to be more mindful of the way you speak? Is it just me, or does Miss Courtney's personality seem kind of different?
She seems to be as strict with her own son as she is with those who violate the law.
Are you listening to me? And earlier as well.
Blah 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 blah. How dare you, you little rude child.
You should always bear that in mind, no matter the occasion.
Can we get on with the investigation already? You're making me uncomfortable. Makes me feel like I'm being scolded.
Pardon me.
For Judge Courtney to get carried away like that. This must be her motherly side. Adeline, do you suspect John? All I want is the truth. Why was the president killed? And I want to know who killed him. I'll do whatever it takes to find out.
It seems the president was like family to him.
John, would it be alright if we asked you a few questions? Sure, it's fine. I've got nothing to hide anyway.
John's rehearsal.
I wasn't feeling too great during yesterday's shoot, so I made a few bloopers. They're reshooting the scene today, so... Well, I decided to rehearse a little on my own, that's all. I do it all the time. There wasn't anything out of the ordinary.
You were rehearsing alone that late at night? John, when I called you last night, you told me you were at the hotel.
Hotel? They don't have a home? You called him. About what time was that?
I believe it was around 11 p.m. I require him to call me every night. That's our rule whenever he stays away from home.
Oh, I see.
But he's staying alone?
She doesn't have, like, someone watching him? Because I know she's working, but still. Seems a little strange to me. The truth is, I was at the film lot during that time. Oh, here we go again.
So you lied to me.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
Miss Courtney sure is angry. I think it's admirable that he practiced on his own, even if he hid it from his mom.
I'm sure she was simply worried. Who knows what could have happened to him out alone so late at night? I mean, he was kidnapped today as proof, so... And in reality, he did get caught up in yesterday's incident.
But John said there wasn't anything out of the ordinary, right?
Is that really the truth?
Yeah, pretty sure there's something very big out of the ordinary.
Isn't feeling that great. I mean, this one's a pretty easy one. Let's do that real quick. Let's see. Is there... Monster's footprint can be seen. Yeah, while he was practicing. Child, please.
There wasn't anything out of the ordinary. That's a lie, isn't it? You have evidence right here.
Could that be?
That's right. It's the video you recorded of your performance.
What? You're telling me you have video from last night?
Exactly, and in this video, there is clearly something that is out of the ordinary.
This is monster's footprint.
Would you say that monsters' footprints are commonplace on a film set? John, why did you conceal this video from us? No reason, really.
Hey, pup! This is no joking matter. You had a reason to hide it, right?
John Marsh, answer him clearly. But Mom... Well? I didn't want anyone to see me rehearsing.
He's like, that's it? Really?
In other words, you're embarrassed about others seeing you practice. Yeah, got a problem with that? Oh, he's a child, so...
You're saying that's why you hid the evidence?
John! Quit nagging me. You already busted me. What more do you want? Yeah, the footprints were there. I just practiced and headed home. Hold it. How come you're so calm after finding those footprints? It's a monster, you know? A real-life monster. I thought it was just a part of the set. Besides, there's lots of other weird stuff around here, too.
I mean, he has a point.
He's suspicious, Chase. This kid is really suspicious. You're right. The smell of a scoop stinks to high heaven. Shut up. We're done talking.
We're not done here yet. But we are done with this episode.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this, and until next time, have a nice day. Bye.